G'day YouTube viewer, g'day bikers. I just want to talk about the exciting time we as motorcyclists and bikers presently live in, where we seem to be spoilt by choice when it comes to new motorcycles on the market. And one thing I particularly want to talk about is how impressed I've been with Honda. Regular viewers of this channel will know around 6 or 7 months ago I bought a GB350R just before they launched the GB350S in Europe and the United Kingdom. Great retro looking motorcycle at fantastic value. And of course also earlier this year Honda launched the Hornet 1000 at a brilliant price for the amount of performance and features you got. And of course that followed on from the Hornet 750 and Transalp, which also came out with great features at a really good price. And it got me thinking about what they're going to do next. Well, of course we didn't have to wait too long. Recently at Suzuka, Honda again teased us about the concept bike they've been talking about for a number of years now in a CB1000F with styling very similar to some bikes of the early 80s. Now it will be based on the Hornet 1000 with that former retuned Fireblade engine pumping out 155 horsepower, but with styling for anyone like me who rode bikes in the early 80s can completely relate to and reminisce about. Now if Honda do follow a similar trend where they bring this bike out at fantastic value just like they did the Hornet 1000 earlier this year, I think there is going to be enormous interest in this machine, and it will certainly give me an arm wrestle about what do I do next, because I've been very excited about the prospect of a single cylinder GB500 maybe being unveiled at EICMA this year. That's a hot rumour anyway. If that bike comes out with 30 to 35 horsepower, as the owner of a GB350 I can see enormous potential in having that one in the stable as well. And as I've mentioned before, it would be an ideal combination for when I take Riding Hood out on the GB350 where she's learning gears on that. I could be riding a very similar bike with just a little bit more power and similar looks. It's an interesting quandary to have. It's a great conundrum. I think the GB500 would look almost identical to the GB350 we presently have, but a CB1000F is going to look a lot different to the Hornet 1000. The fuel tank and the exhausts are very true to the original CB750 of the early 80s as far as that styling is concerned, and very similar to road bikes from Honda I rode around that time. It was a great style that many people like me miss. I'm not so sure about it having a TFT screen. Regular viewers of this channel will also know I own a Z900 RS. One of the things, or two of the things I love most about that bike is the fact, even though it's liquid cooled, they put air fins on the motor, and the iconic looking bullet shaped dual clocks for the instrument cluster with analog speedo and tacho. It also has a fantastic looking and sounding exhaust, and I'm sure Honda would do something similar with the sound of the Parallel 4 in the CB1000F. But I understand to keep it affordable, if they want to be very competitive like they have been with recent releases, Honda won't be able to do everything we wish, like air fins on the motor and dual round clocks. And I get that. The other conundrum I have is there has been one bike missing in my dream garage that I've been building for retirement, and that is a more sporty machine, but I want it to be retro looking. And it's the main reason I've been looking over several years now and almost pulled the trigger a few times on an XSR 900 from Yamaha with its up and down quick shifter and sporty handling and performance, including the lightweight. It would certainly fulfill that niche I have for a slightly more sporty bike to complement the other machines I have. In its case, it's semi-retro, certainly has some retro elements to it, but there are no air fins and there is a TFT dash, but I could live with that, just as I could with a CB1000F. Yamaha has just released a new midnight black version of that, which I particularly like and have been very tempted by in recent weeks. So I'm going to continue to agonise over what to do. And that is a good thing, because it shows we are spoilt for choice as bikers right now. We live at a great time in motorcycle development where there is so much variety and choice. And I think EICMA in November is going to be one of the most exciting for many years, because we have the prospect of many other new bikes coming out on the market, including at least one hotly rumoured 750 from Royal Enfield. But I'm interested to hear from you about what you think about what Honda is doing, almost disrupting the market. I guess they are disrupting the market, releasing so many great bikes at a really good price. Do you think other brands are going to follow suit? And is that going to give us some more affordable options? Looking at other brands, not everyone has been doing that. I know there have been a couple of motorcycles announced in the last 12 months that many people were hoping would be a little bit more affordable. Would love to know what you think, and what bikes are you most looking forward to seeing? Also, is there something missing that is leaving a hole in the market? And what are your predictions for EICMA this year? As always, thanks for watching. If you'd like to put your views in the comment section below, that would be wonderful. I always love the conversation I see there, and I try and respond to everyone. As always, if you think any of my videos are okay, please give them a thumbs up. That really helps out this channel. And if you haven't done so already and would like to be alerted to future videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll look forward to joining you again soon, and until next time, happy motorcycling.